friends.
Hi, everybody.
We should have like a kid's show. Hi, friends.
We should.
We should.
We kind of do. And this is not made for kids. I have to put that on YouTube every time.
Do you really?
No, this show is not made for kids, yeah.
Do you really?
I like that, though. It's nice because then...
No, we didn't say anything bad.
No, I know, but then it can feed things to kids that are just for kids, which is good.
Oh, I
That's
gotcha.
nice.
Oh, I gotcha.
And speaking of that algorithm thing, that's sort of our topic for today.
It is.
That was a nice little thing, right?
I got you.
What are we talking about today?
We are talking about Homes.com, baby.
Homes.com versus Zillow.com.
Yeah.
And so start with why is everyone talking about Homes.com these days?
Okay, well, first of all, you want me to back up and tell about what came to the office? Or you want me to talk about
the reason why they are hearing more about Homes.com.
Right, well, so we know why you're hearing a little bit more about it is because of the Super Bowl. You know, that big old football game that they had not too long ago.
7 ads in that.
It was ridiculous, the number of ads. And I have to tell you, I'm sitting there watching the Super Bowl and I'm looking at these ads going, oh my gosh, the amount of money that they spent, which is a very real, true, proof of standing behind what they're trying to do. And I have to tell you, I'm kind of picky. I do not buy into... I owned a business in Virginia for a long time, so I feel like I'm kind of a little business savvy.
Yeah.
You're
going that way, right?
You want me to go this way?
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, we're going to Hamlin.
Oh, we're going Hamlin. And, I just don't get behind everybody and anybody. Because I know that, candidly, a lot of it is a little disingenuous. Like, for instance, back in the day, like, you could have that banner over your business that said, best in whatever.
Yeah.
And it really wasn't based on anything other than you getting your own people to vote. It was bullshit.
Yeah.
Or you perhaps, paid, for that ad in the Yellow Pages. Okay, that's how old I am. I just said Yellow Pages.
Mom, what are the Yellow Pages that lady's talking about?
But at any rate, point is, I'm really skeptical of anybody and anything.
And so we were, by the way, watching those Super Bowl ads.
But I have to tell you what, I am so excited about this. And now, can I back it up a little bit?
Back it up.
So I'm going to back it up before the Super Bowl. So my, one of the ladies that works in our brokerage office, I never really go to the office. Eric goes every once in a while, but I'm never really there because I'm out with you people. She said, hey, you received this package today. And candidly, we get a lot of stuff that is just nonsense stuff. And I said, oh, okay. And it was like, I said, well, can you open it and just tell me what it is? Because I didn't know if it was something I needed to come pick up or if it was, maybe a gift from a client or something important. I open up this fantastic box.
Big.
Marketed very well. Guys, we're talking, it had everything we needed for a Super Bowl.
Yep.
It had a cutting board, a can opener, a football jersey. It had
snacks.
It had
we have some of the snacks here in the
we actually do.
around the car.
They're so good, by the way. Oh my gosh.
Pretzels, thanks, Homes.com.
Anyway, so we received this gift box, and I was like, wow. But more than anything, it was the wow factor of they spent a lot of money to reach out to me.
Yes.
And
let's go back.
Okay.
We keep going back.
Backwards?
I'd like to go forward at some point.
Okay.
By the way, coming to overlooking Hamlin, COVID Hamlin. Sanctuary at Hamlin. We're in Hamlin now. Anyway, not everybody got that box, right?
No.
So one of the things you might have seen in those Super Bowl ads is they're promising, the catchphrase is, and by the way, this is not paid, like no one's paying us to talk nice about Homes.com. In fact, it's slightly the opposite. We'll tell you in a minute. The point of it was, we've done your homework. In other words, and what they promised in the ads was, we're bringing you the local experts to help you find the right neighborhoods, schools, all that stuff, right?
Yes.
So they, in advance, had sent these packages out to the people that are known as the experts. So I was kind of honored that they reached out. They didn't reach out to me. Reached out to you. I got bupkis. I got nothing. Homes.com. I got nothing.
Well, I have to tell you, it was just that it was so well planned and so well executed that me not understanding, then I get this box. I'm like, well, that's cool. Then I see the football ads. And even with the football ads, I kind of was like, I wonder what this is all about. Yeah. And then once
we get it.
We totally get it.
Yeah, full disclosure, we didn't open the box after the Super Bowl.
I didn't get it until afterwards. But
we got a lot going on.
Yeah, that's okay. But I'm really excited about
Hamlin,
this.
By the way,
we are in Hamlin. I'm just going to go this way, and I'm going to show them the new Ace.
So I'm going to jump to the beginning. This is like a Christopher Nolan film. I watched Oppenheimer last night. We're going forward, back, right?
Forward, back,
so let's go forward. Oh, yeah, you're going to Ace?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Ace is the place where
hardware. Folks. They changed it to folks. They
Folks
updated
today.
it. It used to be hard man. Now we're in this age that we're in. It's the folks, which is better because it is folks. Okay. Folks is a great word, by the way.
Folks, I love folks.
Back in the day, they didn't give a folks, but now...
Okay.
Oh, my God, I got dad jokes for days.
Show is not meant for kids. Okay,
yes, that's true. Anyway, so now jumping to the end,
yes.
You, we are proud to say, are the first in Disney's backyard to be an official agent member of Homes.com.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Now, you know that we're transparent on this channel. What that means is we're paying them. That's what that means. But
we're paying them for a benefit to our clients.
Exactly.
That's what
that's
we're
a
paying.
perfect way to put it. And down the road there will be. By the way, look at Ace. There's the helpful hardware folk. How you doing, folk?
Isn't this great, guys? This is our local little hardware place. I am so freaking excited about this.
Inside is beautiful too. Yeah. It's beautiful. It's small. It's small.
Yeah,
it's smaller
but
relative to a big Lowe's thing. Yeah.
This is what we need. We're doing a little home weekend DIY project. Yeah. Oh man, I don't have that wrench. Where are we gonna go? Ace up here at Hamlin.
Ace is the place.
They didn't pay us for this either. Anyway, continue.
Nobody pays us for nothing.
No one pays us for anything.
So
that's okay.
But now eventually, and that's what we're going to talk about is Zillow. We've talked to you about this on Sunday Drives before, about how Zillow works for agents. We're going to talk to you about Homes.com works for agents, but mostly want to talk about how those two sites work for you,
which is the
most
as a
buyer or
important
seller.
part
That's
of
all
this.
we actually
That's
care
all
about.
we care about.
People do enjoy the inside baseball, and sometimes I don't know if it's because we're agents and we know other agents, and so we get fed things about agents. My suspicion is nobody actually gives a damn about how it works for agents.
No.
But it's important because Homes.com is now set up basically to help you, the consumer, reach the person that has the listing or the expert in the neighborhood. It's user-based. It's not agent-based.
Correct. And that's why we like it.
So what we've shared with you before about the reason why we've never paid Zillow anything, and we're now paying Homes.com something, is because we believe in Homes.com. Zillow, it didn't make any sense to me. It didn't make any sense. Here's why. If you go onto Zillow.com, you'll look and see, you look at a house. The big bright blue button that says request a tour. Okay? That is a secret trap door. It's like in the old Pink Panther movies. You hit the button and the floor drops out. Here's what happens behind the scenes when you hit that button. 5 or 8 or 12 or more agents get a text that says John Public just wants to tour this home, and then the race is on. Right?
Yes.
The Homes.com CEO actually did a thing. He pushed that button, and they shared with us in the presentation the screenshot of all the phone calls and all the texts and all the emails they got immediately from all these different agents. Okay. Yep. Now here's what you don't know about those agents. You don't know anything about those agents.
Don't.
All you know is that they're paying Zillow for the privilege of being in that list of 5 or 8 or 12, depending on the thing, right? And then Sephora coming soon.
I just wanted
Look
to
at
show
that.
you. Yeah,
And it says coming soon right there.
Sephora
Ooh.
coming soon.
There's product in there too.
I know. Crumble cookies, maple street biscuit. Anyway,
I'm not that excited about Sephora. I'm not sure what it is. It's makeup?
Makeup.
Okay, cool. I should start wearing makeup. It's getting rough. Anyway,
mine's more like spackle nowadays. Anyway, go ahead.
Why don't you go to Silverleaf while we're just kind of
okay? Do you always
Hamlin?
Okay.
Whatever you feel. No, take it around. Do what you feel.
That's right. I was just gonna. I'll go back across over to where.
I'm feeling passionate right now about Homes.com.
I know.
So this could take a while.
Keep the conversation going, babe.
So the other thing you might not know about real estate these days, and this is by the way, as a function, this will be true of Homes.com. This is true of Realtor.com. This is true of Zillow.com. The model of real estate these days is team leader that you see in public, that's public facing, and then a bunch of agents with varying levels of experience
and expertise.
And candidly, most realtors don't sell any. If you need to get it, and we'll do a thing.
No.
Varying levels of. I was going to the transition for time, and so I did that anyway. Varying levels of expertise and experience, and candidly, most realtors don't even sell a property per year, right? So you're in the top 50 realtors in Orlando. You're number one in this little area we call the Disney's backyard, specifically in Hamlin and everywhere else around here. But there are 25,000 agents in Orlando. So most of those folks don't necessarily have experience. Now, many of them are great people. Many of them.
And by the way, everybody starts out with no experience.
Yeah, totally.
So it's not a bust on any of that. It's about what Homes.com is trying to accomplish
and
for
so
the consumer.
Zillow, basically, if you've paid them money, you get in the circuit, you get a text. If you're the first one to call, then hopefully you make a connection. Now, candidly, most people that hit that button in the first place don't know at first they're getting into that. And most people have a negative reaction to that.
Yes, because they didn't realize they would be inundated with phone calls from people.
So contrasting that to Homes.com, right? When you go, so you have a new listing at 2337 Crossbow Street, which I will put the Homes.com page on the screen right now.
Okay.
Got an offer in 4 hours.
Yes.
So that may or may not be pending by the time we post this. But in any case, you'll see there that it has you on there. So if someone wants to reach out for a tour for that, Homes.com says you're listing your lead. In other words, if somebody wants to see that home, they should contact you first.
The listing agent is the best person rather than a random agent out there that you don't know if they even know that area. Because do you potentially want to purchase that property, or you just want to go out and see it? And so it's important, if you're looking, which most people are, if they're going to the point of pushing buttons, that they're actually looking then to purchase the property, or to at least see if it's a viable option for them. And the best person to do that is going to be the listing agent, unless your buyer agent is also very well versed in that area.
So, so in other words, if you request a tour with somebody, and this has happened many times, we've had people show up at our listings that did a Zillow lead. They don't know anything about the area. They don't know anything about the house. They don't know anything about their buyer. They're just there to open the door and hopefully get a commission when it's all over, because that's the business model. And that business model could be good for some people. I can't imagine who. It's good for inexperienced agents, I guess. Contrasting to Homes.com, where you go and you reach out to the listing agent. It's nice. Now, another way you can do that, and this is back to that idea that we've talked about on our Sunday Drives very often. Choose your agent. Don't let your agent choose you, right? So one of the other things I love about Homes.com is that basically the way it works on Zillow.com, when the things come up, there's an algorithm there based on who's paying them, first of all. There's number of reviews. I'm sure there's a lot of stuff back there that shows who's getting paid for. But as they pitched it to me to try to get money from us, basically the pitch was, and again, I'm not claiming to know the algorithm, I'm not claiming to know how it works. This is my understanding of how it works. That there's a lot in there, but essentially the number one thing you do is whoever's paying the most money shows up at the top of the list most often, right? On Homes.com, the people that are the agents that are member agents show up at the top. They got a little orange thing on there. Unless it's somebody that's trying to game the system and put a little orange in their profile picture, which kind of makes me mad. But anyway, shame on you.
Shame on you.
But anyway, they show up at the top. But it's also ranked by production in the area that you're looking.
Right.
So over the period of time they judge, for example, we're in Horizon West. You had 66 sales in Horizon West during that time, as they define Horizon West. So you can look at that and go, oh, this is somebody who's an expert who knows the area.
Right.
Zillow, you have no idea. So in other words, the agent is choosing you. You are not choosing the agent.
But here's the thing. That is buyer-based. They're trying to find the buyer the best agent possible.
Right.
And that's what I like about this. This is and I don't mean to interrupt your train of thought.
No, you're fine.
Okay?
You're good.
So when we were talking to him, it was the in-depth kind of they had buyers, people that were out buying homes, sellers, buyer agents, listing agents.
Yep.
Every aspect of a real estate transaction, they took the time to do those focus groups and to find out what they want and what they need. And I have to tell you, nothing is ever perfect. And I'm sure this is going to have some tweaks, but I tell you what, they have done a really, really good job of understanding the nuance of real estate. And more than anything, it's your confidence in your realtor. Whether you're listing your home or whether you're buying your home, that relationship with them and that confidence in them is everything. Everything. And so really what Homes.com is doing is getting you dialed into those agents who are going to meet that for you. Right?
And hopefully you.
Yes.
Well, but and again, hard-earned experience so you can see there Amy's done some work here, right? We're not making that up when we say she's the number one agent in this part of the world. So here's my favorite thing though, Amy. You ready? Mm-hmm. And again, this contrasting between the two websites, and again, Zillow, fine website for what it's for, right?
Great for
if you want to scroll through homes,
sure,
if you want to actually buy a house, again, it's set up to have agents pummeling you. Nobody, and I've never met a single buyer or seller that wanted their phone to be like, ring, 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 can I please list your house? I don't know if you know this. A lot of realtors have a fairly low reputation. So, we're not pushy. Zillow's built for the pushy. That's why it doesn't work very well for us. And again, nothing wrong with being pushy. Yeah, we just don't like that.
It's just not us.
Anyway, here's what I love.
What do you love?
People can choose you as their Homes.com. What'd you say?
Ice cream?
I do love ice cream. I love frozen custard really well at Abbott's up there in Hamlin.
Absolutely.
But here's the thing.
Yes.
That's so funny. That was the sound of Forrest sending me probably the scoop for this week. We'll talk about the scoop on another time. But that's our partnership with Abbott's.
It's funny.
Anyway, they can choose you. The people these people right there.
Yes.
They can choose you as their Homes.com agent.
That I think is fantastic too.
It's gorgeous. I love it so much. By the way, we've had this partnership for a day.
but we're so
excited.
And the thing is, you have to understand how skeptical we are and how much research we do before doing anything, and how much experience our 55 plus years have given us in the seeing something at face value is one thing. Digging in deeper and seeing if it actually has the leverage, if it's actually got the engine to drive it.
This seems to
very much so.
Couple things.
Yes.
So I'm going to put QR code on the screen right here.
Oh.
This is special effects. Look. QR code right here. So that's going to take them to your agent page on Homes.com.
Okay.
It'll say, Amy, I'm interested about your services, a little message thing.
Okay.
Just click on that, send Amy a message. We'll get that message. Mm-hmm. We'll know what that is. Or you can type your own message. Just say, hey, saw you on Sunday Drive. I'd love for you to connect with me on Homes.com. So it's sort of a social media kind of thing. We can connect. But if you're looking for homes, now you're tapped in to Amy's expertise. So we can set up property searches for you to say, hey, if you're looking for this is kind of where you want to be looking. Then you can give us feedback. I like that home, dislike that home. And and Amy says all the time when she's out looking for homes with people, what you don't like is just as important as what you like.
Yes.
True?
I always say including and excluding a home is always progress.
Yeah.
That's actually what I say.
So, by the way, we're busy, never too busy for you. If you just want to do it for fun, we're good with that. Fine. Send Amy a thing, whatever. We would really like you to let us know that ahead of time. Because we work very late every night with folks. But I just think this is so cool that you can go in there and favorite things. And the point is, you can go to Amy will then get the notification. She can look at your profile and go, oh, this is what you like. This is what you don't like. And then I call her the house whisperer, because then when you're actually working on buying a house, we can look back at that stuff and go,
yeah, it seems like they like this kind of a layout.
No, but I know Amy, she'll go, oh, it's the Anna Marie with bonus. That's what they need. I say that because there's so many Anna Marie with bonuses, and it's such a good floor plan. But anyway, so that's cool, right? Mm-hmm. So you can do that. Also, on that same page, when you reach out, basically you can invite Amy to be your agent, or she can invite you to work with her on the thing. That's how the message thing will work. But you also can invite a co-shopper. So if you husband, wife, partner, spouse, friend, mom, grandpa, whoever it is, if you want to be looking at the same homes, and you guys can each like, what you don't like, and then we can all see that. It's cool, because the point is, it's connection.
Right.
I just feel like Zillow's about selling you something.
Yeah.
Homes.com is about connecting you with something. It just fits.
It fits us.
What I told
I think so very much.
What I told
do you want me to go to Silverleaf?
Yeah. What I told the guy who essentially was selling us a product I sent him an email last night and I said, hey, in the first few hours, it's been great, just as I'm looking through the features and all that stuff. But I said, and I believe this, I said, Amy is exactly the agent that you had in mind when you all designed, not him personally, but the company, when you designed this site. Because it's for somebody that cares about people and connecting with people and cares about the area, the local expertise. All of that stuff is so important to you. And it's really built for that. You got to check it out. I mean, just go in and see. But again, check that QR code right here. And go and have Amy be your official Homes.com agent. By the way, that doesn't obligate you to anything. It just means that you're connected. That's all it is. Yeah. It's like a friend request, kind of. But then when you search for things, it will remind you, hey, your agent is Amy Kidwell. And then you can send Amy a message and go, I really like this home. Is this overpriced?
Right.
That's the kind of stuff that's cool that we do by text and email and phone and all that stuff. But it's another conduit and it's cool.
Yeah. Very excited.
So I want to go back. I just want to go. That was a lot of agent centric things, which always makes me nervous because who cares about agents? Care about agents. Nobody else cares. So we covered those things. But so just in terms of area information, Homes.com so much more robust. It's newish. Now, Homes.com's not new, but their ownership of it, CoStar is the company that owns it now. So there are still a few kinks to work out. Like, I don't know if I mentioned to you, the community Sawgrass Bay, right?
Sawgrass
It says Sawgrass Bays, right? At least it didn't say Horizons West.
Oh, gosh.
There's an agent that has a video on Zillow that I saw, and he's like, here in Horizons West, and I'm like, just in case, if you're watching us from outside the thing, if someone says Horizons West, ain't know what they're talking about. Okay. But local parks, schools, so as we pass Hamlin Middle, Hamlin Elementary, both sites, Zillow and Homes.com, have the Great Schools rating. You kind of have to dig to find it on Zillow, but Homes.com has the niche.com rating as well. So you get two, because internet ratings, notoriously sketchy. You just never know. But as we pass the sign, it says Hamlin Elementary, an A-rated school. So you would know that on Homes.com. It will tell you that. They have crime data. Tell me why that's important, Amy.
Well, there's a lot of things that realtors are not allowed to divulge to a client, which in some ways I feel like is not really working in the best interest of your client. However, it is.
I get why, though.
It is exactly. It's part of.
It's fair housing.
Yes, exactly. So, if people ask, what is the crime like, or what is the, where's the nearest, temple, or, anything. There's certain things that we're not allowed to actually provide to our clients.
I live in Silverleaf now, Meritage Homes, phase 2 directly in front of us, coming this spring.
Yes, late this spring.
Yes.
Yep, absolutely.
Sorry. So there's certain things you can't talk about, like crime.
There's certain things that we're not able to talk about. And people ask about schools, too. They're like, where are the best schools? And it sounds like it's a no-brainer that we can't say that, but we can't say that. So
I won't say which one. We're passing our client's home, which is freaking gorgeous that they just closed on. Gorgeous. Good Lord. Go back in phase 2. Do it.
I can't. There's a curb.
There's a big curb, yeah.
Oh, boy. I gotta
You could go over that.
No.
The Honda Odyssey is a robust vehicle. That's my review.
Pop a tire then.
Well, we have road hazard protection. Fine.
Oh God. Oh gosh. On the bumpity bump.
Yeah, and now you're gonna run over. These guys are like, "What are you doing, lady?"
I'll go this way.
You can go. It's fine.
Go down the wrong way.
Yeah. So this is phase 2 over there. This road will lead us down to an exit eventually onto Avalon Road. Anyway, so. Fair Housing says we can't talk about crime, but we can say go to Homes.com, and it has a rating for that. It has a rating for heat. And by the way, everything you're going to see in this area, it says extreme, 9 out of 10. Yep. Extreme. Yep. And as right now, it's 77 degrees and sunny. So I'll take your extreme, Homes.com, right now. Talk to me in August, I get it. But still, another curb action. Yeah. So... just very much more robust area information. And again, working some of the kinks out of it, because there's some stuff there. But I mean, we're local experts are going to help them kind of tweak that stuff up. Right. But it's really good.
Yes.
And then just the last thing I want to talk about as a comparison is the home values. Okay. Also, passing some other clients' homes. Gorgeous, beautiful. Love you all. Especially the people's house that we just passed just now, because they're the nicest people in the whole world. Anyway. So home values. Everybody knows what the Zestimate is. What many people don't know is how helpful or unhelpful that can be. Now, can I brag on you for a second? The Zestimate is a recognized example. It's a recognized touchstone of home value. Would you agree?
It is a touchstone of home value.
Right. That's
yes.
why I phrased it that way, because
yes.
I'm a man of words and letters.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's a touchstone. So people, that's in the lexicon. Zestimate. What's
right.
your Zestimate?
Right.
And people believe it at their own peril. But
right. If they like it, they believe it. If not, they don't.
Yeah. But I will just say that in the last 10 sales of yours have beaten the Zestimate by healthy margins. So that both speaks to the value of the Zestimate and also your skill as a realtor in getting your listings, top price, and offers within 4 hours when they get posted. But the Zestimate is not. It's not as valuable as some people would want to have it be, and it's not as valuable as many agents make it. There are agents that go out there and say, "What we're going to sell your house for? Well, let's price it at the Zestimate," or they say, "Let's price it at the Zestimate plus 20%." What? There's no basis in reality, right? So the Zestimate, it's fine. By the way, it's fine. Now, again, when I compare the two sites, the only thing I like better about Homes.com is it gives you 4. It gives you 4 different. Black Knight is one of them. I think First American's one. I'm not sure. Juan something. I'll put them on the screen what they are. But then at least you can see that there's 4 algorithms that are looking at it, and then they give you an average of that, and that's essentially your home estimate. Whatever they don't give it a name because they don't want to do that because they know it's kind of garbage.
Right.
So I like that better. Is that we're not setting an expectation up front.
Right.
Because how many times do people look on Zillow and go, "Oh, the Zestimate of this home is this. I could afford that." Then you reach out.
Right.
Then you get hounded by a bunch of agents. And then it turns out, well, no, this house is priced much higher than that, and they're not going to accept a lower offer.
Well, and the Zestimate changes as soon as you list it.
That's true too. Now the other ones may change too. I haven't
right.
been involved in Homes.com long enough to know those may change as well. And those aren't Homes.com's products; they are other products that they have access to.
Right.
So, all in all,
yes,
I will just sum up my review of saying Homes.com is cool.
Yeah.
Zillow.com drools.
Oh,
Put it on a billboard with Dan Levy and Heidi Gardner. By the way, you being a partner with Homes.com.
yeah.
Jeff Goldblum, Dan Levy, Heidi Gardner, Amy Kidwell. Come on. We're running with the big dogs now, baby.
We're just here in our little old Disney's backyard doing our thing.
We're doing our thing.
But we're very happy that we are, that we're tying ourselves in to something that I think in the grand scheme of things is going to be a better buyer and seller experience. It's good. Real estate is going to be a better transaction, I believe, because of Homes.com.
Yes.
So,
and the way that we'll use it, by the way, and I just want to touch on that because as we talked before the thing, I think you had a very good point, which is we don't want people to think that now we're Homes.com. No. We have a partnership with Homes.com.
Home Orlando. Everything we do is exactly the same. It's just we have a new tool.
We have a new tool for you.
That's exactly that we're utilizing for you.
That we're paying a decent amount of money for. Partly because one of the model things, again, more inside baseball, but the more successful you are, the more transactions you have, the more you pay on Homes.com. Bummer. So when the guy told us he had a quote in his thing, and our price was like, I wanted to say, you should tell us we'll take the top number that was in the presentation because what you quoted us was much higher than that. My point is, on Zillow Premier Agent, they'll let anybody sign up.
Right.
So
there's no validation for that. It's more of a proof of performance thing with Homes.com because they want you in touch with a local expert.
Yeah, and we're not buying leads, we're buying tools. That's probably the best way to say it. We're buying tools, not buying leads.
Yeah.
And on the other site and other sites, you're buying leads. When I say you're buying leads, what I'm saying is they're buying you. They're buying your information, right? Yeah. I've always found that creepy.
It's creepy.
It's creepy, and that's why we don't do it.
That's right.
So
that's why we're leaving now.
I guess So now we have more tools for you. That's it. I'm done. I'm spent.
Are you spent?
Yes.
That was a long one.
Homes.com.
Right,
We've done your homework.
All right.
No, give me the announcement. Give it to me.
No, I'm not.
Because you and Jeff Goldblum.
No, honey.
I can't do a Jeff Goldblum
I can't.
impression.
No. Okay. Anyway, hey guys.
Homes.com. we've done your homework. Now say your tagline, because I like yours better.
Yeah. Please stay safe, stay well. Remember, we love you. Happy house hunting.